Hey, what's up my friends? Nick Arapkalis here. Welcome to today's video. We're going to talk about a couple topics that are very important that I've experienced within the last couple weeks, and I figured it could help you guys out. And that basically what we're going to be talking about is getting to events and also getting very resourceful. Okay, and I have a few particular stories that I want to share with you to really hammer these things home. Okay. On this channel, we talk a lot about entrepreneurship, making money online, and just how to be the best you. So if you guys are interested in that type of stuff and you are brand new here, make sure and hit that subscribe button. Also hit that bell notification so you'll be updated each and every time we come up with valuable content like the one you're watching, okay? So if you're a subscriber of mine for any period of time, you probably noticed you haven't seen this type of setup. I'm actually back in Colorado and it's freezing. Actually, it's not too bad. The sun's actually pretty blue and it's nice, but after being in Arizona for so long, I'm kind of a wimp, and that's why I'm wearing a jacket and pants, and I'm inside with the heater on, and I'm freezing, and it's ridiculous. I can't believe how much Arizona has changed me in terms of like how I can handle weather, but it's kind of crazy. Anyways, that's not what this video is about. Sorry for getting on that tangent. But I want to talk about getting to events first and foremost, and then I also want to talk about getting resourceful, because this is one of the biggest ways that, probably the reason that I am where I am today. And I want to talk about a story that I had a while back that really changed my life for the better, really kick-started my entrepreneurship journey, and something that happened within the past few weeks that really hammered this home and helped me, really level up to where I'm really wanting to go. And we have some big aspirations for this. Obviously, here on this channel, we're looking to get up to over 100,000 people becoming laptop lifestyle entrepreneurs. We're well on our way to do that, but it goes beyond that scope as well. So let me talk a little bit about back when I first got started in entrepreneurship, internet marketing type of stuff. I had an opportunity to go to a conference in the Chicago area. It was in Chicago, Illinois. And at the time, I was still living with my parents, and I didn't have much money to my name. I started having a little bit of results in my business. I started generating a few sales here and there, but it wasn't anything substantial. The sales were usually like $20 sales, so they weren't like inordinate, and it didn't really make sense to go to an event because I just didn't have much money. But I talked to my mentor. That was another thing. I got a mentor. It was just like a virtual mentor. I was able to chat with him back and forth. A lot of people kind of have this misconception that they need to have like a one-on-one, in-person type of mentor, but you can really get mentored by anybody. And that was the guy that told me. He said, you need to get to this event, okay? We need to meet first and foremost, and then you just need to get around the people. You need to get around the people that are having success that you want to have. And you need to get in the energy, in an environment that people are having success. Because you can come online, you can watch YouTube videos, you can watch trainings, you can buy courses, and there's a lot of great information online, but you're not going to really truly soak up everything if you're not in the environment that you need to be in along with that information. So I got to that first event and I really got motivated and got inspired. I saw this lady speak that really connected with me, and it really just, something clicked in me. It just made sense that I could do this stuff. I saw all these people actually having results. I got in the environment that they were all having results. The energies just kind of got bestowed upon me, and I really soaked it in, and that's really when things changed. And when I got back, I went full throttle, and I've never looked back since. That was the big breaking point, is that event. It really was, okay? And so I had a decision that I had to make after that event, is that I actually had to invest more into my business. I realized the importance of going all in, and that included getting positioned at a level that would help me level up in my business, where I would be positioned where I can make more money. And then I would also have the tools and the resources to learn more information so that I could make more money. So I had a choice, and I had to invest $3,000 to get positioned into that level. And obviously I didn't have that money. I mean, that trip basically ran me dry. And so I didn't know really what to do. I knew I needed to do that, and I had the conviction. I knew that was what was important and what I needed to do in order to level up my business and eventually get to where I am today, where I'm able to travel, do whatever I want, when I want, and just have a very freedom-based life. I never would have got here if I didn't make that decision. So how did I get those $3,000? Because a lot of people are asking me like, oh, I need to invest $2,500 into my business or whatever it is. And they say, I don't have that money. And I didn't have that money either. I didn't. So I said, I don't have that money, but how can I get that money? Ask how questions, not why questions. Why don't I have the money? Why is life so hard? Why am I having such a tough time? Why do I not have the money? You can ask those kind of questions, but you're gonna get shitty answers. But if you ask how questions instead, you say, how can I find this money? How can I find someone that can lend me the money? How can I get resourceful and figure out a unique way to figure out how to get this money? When you start asking those questions, your brain starts to think for answers and start to think for good answers depending on how good your question is. So I started asking myself, I said, how can I find this money? How can I get connected with the right types of people that would believe in my vision, that would invest in me? And so I started asking those questions, and soon enough, I found someone. I found someone that was willing to give me the money. They were scared shitless. Don't get me wrong, they were scared because they knew my situation. They knew I didn't have much money. And they're like, this is a big risk on their standpoint, on their side of things. But the thing that they saw was my conviction. They saw my belief. They knew that I was gonna do this. They knew I would get to where I am today, right? And that didn't come from the money that I had. That didn't come from anything I'd done in the past. It came from my conviction and my belief in me and knowing that I was going to do whatever it took to have success, okay? So I implore you to kind of come from the same mindset, the same type of standpoint, is that it doesn't matter what you've done, doesn't matter what the previous stuff that you've done, nothing matters like that. It matters your conviction, your passion, and what you're gonna do moving forward, okay? Now fast forward a little bit, actually to like just a week ago, I went to another event in Las Vegas, and this was really just more of a personal development event, really helped like kind of dig down deep and really figure out who you are and why you are the way you are and how to really fix things to help you level up in your life and your business or whatever it is that you're truly after. And so it was an amazing event. It was quite pricey, but I knew it was really good because I had some friends that really endorsed it. And at the end of the event, they had an upsell. And this is not a cheap upsell. I'm talking tens of thousands of dollars. And stuff that I really want to do. I really want to level up in my business. I really want to level up in life, and I really want to go to these next level events. But even that's a little out of my price range. But I came back to the thing like, how can I make this work? How can I get the money? How can I make this happen? And I got resourceful again. Instead of saying, oh, geez, I can't do this. It's way too much money, and just saying, forget it. I said, how can I make this happen? How can I get this money? How can I do something in order to make this happen? So I went and talked with the instructor, the guy that was putting on the whole presentation, and I didn't know what he was gonna say. Like, he's this big guru guy, and I just came up to him and I just laid some things on the line. I said, hey, would you be willing to offer some type of discount for an exchange in services, exchange in value? And much to my liking, he said, I would consider it. So we've been kind of on the phone back and forth, kind of figuring out some stuff, because obviously, as I teach on this channel, I'm very good at social media. That's one of my expertise now, right? I can help people with their Instagram, I can help people with their YouTube, their Facebook, I can help people with video, photo. I have a lot of expertise, right? And so that's what I told him. I said I could help you with your Instagram, I can help you with any of your social media, I can help you with video, photo, and if you'd be willing to, exchange a little bit of service and drop or give me a little bit of discount, I'll be happy to help you out because I know that can benefit you, right? So one, that's the importance of social media, like having this tool and this asset to exchange for in value, but also getting resourceful. A lot of people would have just seen that price tag on the event and been like, holy crap, like this is the most expensive thing I've ever considered buying, but I see the value in it. And so instead of, like I said, instead of just saying, oh, I don't have that money, I said, how can I figure out how to get that money? How can I figure out how we can make this work? And realizing my value in the marketplace, realizing that I do have a lot of value that I can exchange for people, why not get resourceful? Why not ask? Okay, one of the biggest things that you can do is just always ask. The worst that you can hear is no, right? And you're in the same position you were in the beginning. So it doesn't really matter if you get a no, nothing changes. but there's an upside of this person saying yes. And this is pretty cool because I really wasn't expecting. This is like a Tony Robbins type of guy. And I was like, hey man, like let's make a deal. Like kind of ridiculous, but he's like, yeah, let's do it. So again, we're in negotiations a little bit, seeing if I can get a little bit drop on the price, because this is something I am dead set on. It's just like before. I knew I was gonna make that happen. I knew I was gonna find that $3,000 and make it happen and get to where I am today. But now right here, I also know that it's the same type of thing. I know I'm gonna figure a way how to get to that event. I know I'm gonna level up and master everything in my life, my business, my relationships, my health, my wealth, everything. And I'm gonna get to a point where I'm making 7 figures, 8 figures. It's going to happen. I have that conviction. I have that passion. I have that drive. And that's what it takes, okay? And I'm not saying this stuff just happens overnight. I'm not saying that like it's just one quick shift. This stuff happens over and over and over and over from, you know, consistent actions, consistent, you know, putting good thoughts in your mind. Like everything is going to be from momentum. Everything is going to be from little improvements every single day, whether that's leveling up on your mindset or your business or whatever it is. But that's the importance of always kaizening. That's the term, is always kaizening, is always small improvements creates lasting change over a long period of time. So, you know, it's taken me a long time to get to where I am today, but you can do the same thing. It just takes time, takes consistent effort, and constantly believing in yourself, get resourceful, get to events, get in that energy where you really can thrive and learn from other people. Because I learned so much at events, and a lot of it comes from just talking to people, sitting next to people and just soaking up their knowledge, their wisdom, their how-to, their energy, their focus, their drive, their determination, whatever it is. I met a lady, her name was Christy, and I just soaked up so much great information and knowledge and energy from her. And that was one of the biggest, most impactful things of this past event, alongside all the other things that I learned. So, and this was kind of more of like a motivational, hypey type video that I don't always make, but I like to pepper these in every once in a while because I believe that they're truly important. So that's the gist, guys. Thank you for watching this video. Hopefully I gave you some insight and understanding and just some helpful knowledge to help you understand what it takes to be an entrepreneur, okay? This stuff is not easy, okay? If someone tells you it is, don't believe them. Simply put. But if you want this stuff bad enough, you really can make it happen. It just takes persistence, guys, and it takes just doing the right things, doing the right things that the successful people are already doing, and just model what they're doing, okay? There's no reason to reinvent the wheel. There's a ton of people out there that are uber successful. Why not just model them, right? Okay, guys, thank you for watching this video. I appreciate your time, and yeah, make sure and subscribe to this channel if you have not already. And then make sure to connect with me on all my other social media platforms. All those links are in the video description. Thank you for watching this video, guys. I appreciate you, and we'll see you on the next video.